I'll tell you who gave a lot more than Bill Maher was the audience at UFC 314. Let me tell you something. That reception, every single time at these UFC events, I went to one over the summer with my father-in-law at the Prudential Center in New Jersey. It's absolute pandemonium. It's totally insane. This one, my father-in-law described as legendary. And he said, Libby, that the response he got from this audience was proof that people are happy with the job he's doing. He said, look, if I'd have walked out there and they would have booed me or been a little less excited, man, maybe it would have meant that I'm not doing a great job. But I think he's taking it as though people think he's doing a great job. I love that he gets that positive feedback, though. It's fantastic.
Yeah, what a wild crowd that was. That seemed so intense. And he was out there with some of the cabinet members as well. I mean, they could have almost just had a meeting in the center and people would have been like, let's go. It would be fascinating to see that. But yeah, I love this. I love that the crowd loved him. They always do. President Trump, in these experiences that he's had at UFC, makes me want to go to a UFC match. And I have never
They're very fun.
They're very
fun.
Yeah. I've never gone, and it looks like a lot of fun, but it does seem like Americans are getting their mojo back, and they're saying, we're Americans. We have shared values. We have shared principles. We have a shared nation. We're bringing jobs back here. We saw today a report that Honda is considering moving some factories to the U.S. That's so great. I love that. We saw NVIDIA chips are moving to the US, all of this stuff. And that's only going to do well for Americans, the Americans that get jobs at these places, and the Americans that benefit from having big factories and companies headquartered in their state.
And how cool that we have a leader for America who people are excited about. I mean, my God, it's like we survived 4 years of like a cold, hard winter where it was just like everything was just quiet and dead and nothing moved. I mean, imagine Joe Biden, Kay, walking into a UFC event. What kind of reception we think Joe Biden would get? That's the thing, is it feels like we're awake and alive again as a country. And that crowd there, man, they give it every single time. But I feel like they're a good barometer for the rest of the country. Those people in there, that's the core of President Trump's, fan base, so to speak, but the people who voted for him in a large way. And it feels like they're excited because they're like, thank God we've got somebody we can cheer for, who's cheering for us as a country, who's actually doing things to make our lives better. It's amazing to see. And I just feel like overall, this country is finally awake and thriving again.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.